Hey, kids. You're listening to the internet's wettest podcast about video games, consoles, and pancakes. The SML Podcast.
Prepare for the SML Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is the SML Podcast. I am your host, Joe. It is outright night here on the SML Podcast.
That's probably good that we didn't tape the beginning of that, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you didn't have to reference it at all. I wasn't going to, but
I mean, I know, but now it's it's embedded in the SML lore. Only people who were there in the chat know what happened, who are also our only listeners. So
it's outright night on the show. If you've been a listener for the past few months, you've probably heard Jacob and Bri occasionally do some outright games reviews.
I'm sorry.
Tonight marks the final one of the year with Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship. What?
Not quite, Joe. It's not quite the last one. Because remember what else we got coming?
No, what?
We got headsets to review.
You got a headset coming.
You didn't take one?
No, I told you I don't need a headset.
Oh, you need a Barbie-themed headset.
No, I asked them.
Yes, you do.
I asked Outright Games to get in touch with Big Adam at MagFest and donate some stuff for charity to give away.
That's awesome.
I don't need a headset. I don't need a Barbie headset at all.
I do.
I know you do.
That's because you lose all the parts of your headset. Of course you need a new Barbie headset.
I am fully expecting my youngest kid to steal this, and I will never see it again.
You won't.
I'm fully expecting that.
Probably. I mean...
Yeah, but that's not an official review. That's just your ambassador gift for the year.
Well, I was also going to do a tech review of it. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We'll see. But tonight we are giving away outright games all during the show. If you are listening to this on YouTube or iTunes, first off, congrats. I think those are the only two sites it's still on right now. Second, you should be here on Twitch. You could do the giveaways. For the iTunes thing, FeedBurner, which we've been using for the past 12 years, stopped working. And episode 1091 was the last one to go up on Spotify and Amazon. I tried to update the feed on Spotify and it claims it is a different podcast. So I don't know how to fix it on Spotify. iTunes, I was able to update it, and that seems to be good now. And Amazon, we apparently never had a single engagement or listen ever on Amazon Podcast. So I am not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not surprised by that. I don't know anyone who fucking uses Amazon for podcasts.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Exactly. I was about to say that. I didn't even know Amazon. I mean, I assumed it did, but I had no idea Amazon had podcasts. Huh.
Yeah. So, we're on iTunes now. So if you follow us, get us on iTunes or YouTube, listen to us on Spotify. I am sorry. We'll figure it out if we can. If you listen to us on literally any other site, please email us because I don't know where you listen to us or how we get on there. So, yay.
Here.
We're Trash Random's only podcast.
Aww. Other news for the night, because I'm sure it will come up. I've lost a kitty this week. One of our outdoor backyard cats, Coco, who's been on our back porch for the past three and a half years. She couldn't move her legs a couple days ago. She was just paralyzed from the waist down. We don't know what happened. Ashley took her to the vet. They couldn't see any signs of like fractures or damage. So it's possible it was like a tumor or a blood clot or something. We took her in. We gave her some meds. This morning, Ashley went down and she was bleeding. So
Yeah.
we said goodbye.
Yeah, that's rough.
Rough, but the right thing to do. And so many people don't do the right thing. So
The worst is for years. Like, I just wanted to pet her because I love her face.
Yeah.
She had like a split black face, orange face. Finally got to pet her.
Aw.
This morning I was rubbing her ear. She licked my finger and laid on it. And that's what broke me the worst.
Yeah.
Like Jacob's broken dick. Ah!
I gotta use pills for that.
Oh, I'm struggling tonight, folks, but we'll get through it. Tonight is for Coco, and tonight is for Outright Games. So, with that in mind, anything any of you want to talk about?
there's
Like,
a lot of
terms-
sales going on Steam, and they're all so good, and they're all like 100+ of my games are on sale, and it hurts because I can't buy them all. And I want them all. I want all of them. Why does fucking Steam do this? Always right when I don't have any money. Every time.
I'm guessing the Xbox winter sale is going to be starting very soon, too.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I'm kind of wondering if it was going to start tonight. It's like this week's Xbox sale was dog shit.
Yeah. It
But
was kinda
like
lame.
Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition is like $20.
Okay, and what about the other 14 games that are on sale? How are those?
Uh,
On sale.
yeah, they're on sale. In fact, they're at a discount.
Yeah, the point is there's not many things on sale. So we're waiting for, a big sale.
This is true.
How it works.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Should we get in news?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
All right. This week there was a Sony State of Play event. This was an interesting one because it was a Japanese State of Play event. It was presented entirely in Japanese. It did have English subtitles for us stupid Americans. And they went and showed off a handful of things. Some cool, some... it wasn't huge. I wasn't too impressed with it, but started off with a new video for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined coming out February 5th on everything.
Nice.
There was a game Inconbini, one store, many stories, is coming out in April.
Nice. That looked good. I remember that from. I think they showed that off like last year or something. Maybe for PC or something, and it looked kind of cool.
It launches on PlayStation in April, and it has been confirmed at least for Xbox.
Nice.
I have to find that out because I know so many of our listeners are Xboxers, so gotta get
I was
that
looking,
info.
there was an article that someone posted about games from that are coming to Xbox, and I totally can't find it now. Oh well.
Good job. Good job.
Yep.
Next game shown off was Coffee Talk Tokyo. I know y'all love that series.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Coming out March 5th. I think it's going to be on everything.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
After that was the game Broken Lore Unfollow, a first-person horror game. Finally making it over to console. It will hit PlayStation January 16th.
Interesting.
It will also have a new entry, Broken Lore Ascent, out next summer.
Very nice.
Both will be on Xbox.
Cool.
Next up, I'm guessing, is Aki's highlight of the night with Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake coming out March 12th.
I never should have been given this series, because now I get it. Now I get why everyone liked it, and I always heard about it, and now I just need them all, and that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, it will be on Xbox, so there you go.
Yes, it will.
Yep.
They know what's good for them, so fair.
They know what's good for them, you hear me?
Exactly.
Dynasty Warriors Origins is getting a Visions of Four Heroes major DLC, their words, January 22nd, and obviously it'll be on all platforms for Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Okay, interesting.
Gran Turismo 7 is getting some updates, including a power pack, which is for like the hardcore racing enthusiasts. Like, this isn't for the Wreckfest drivers. This is for the like, don't fucking nudge my wheel or we will have a problem kind of racers. Yeah.
The
And
ones
it
that
will
are fun to
feature
fuck with.
the 24-hour race.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Thank
Legitimate 24-hour race.
you. Very nice.
Do it.
Yep. It's a real race. People do it.
Yeah.
Motion Wreck, which we
Race.
just talked about recently, Purnell talked about that, I think, is hitting PS5 and Switch in spring of next year.
Okay.
Yep. Excitement there. Wandering Sword is an open world RPG with tactical battles set in China. Is coming May 28th.
Tactical.
It's got that HD 2D look, though, so I like
okay.
that look.
Yeah, I do too.
No Sleep for Kaname Date. Aki, excited
Yeah.
about this one?
Apparently not.
No, Aki doesn't care. Like, fuck all you.
I mean,
Well, it's
yeah,
coming to
she usually
PS4
is.
and PS5 February 26th.
Yeah.
And Xbox.
And Xbox. Yep.
Yep. Yay. Tokyo Extreme Racer is coming back. So far just announced for PlayStation, but that'll be hitting February 26th.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know that one, but it's a racing game, so that doesn't shock me.
It's okay. You missed the game that we thought you were excited for.
Yeah, sorry. I realized I had a package sitting outside, and I need to make sure that it hadn't been stolen.
What'd you get?
A gunpla that I ordered like a year ago.
Nice. Is it as good as the news of No Sleep for Kaname Date hitting Xbox?
Probably not, actually, no. And I love gunpla, so that should tell y'all how excited I am about that. Ooh, nice.
And then there was the DLC segment of the show with a whole bunch of games getting some updates. Namco are getting all sorts of DLC and crossovers and stuff, including Sonic in Pac-Man World 2, which is fun. Monster Hunter Wilds is getting a new title update for December 16th. And then Sonic Racing Crossworlds is getting some free characters with Knights, II from Monkey Ball, and 2 Sonic characters. Then the SpongeBob DLC launches November 20th.
The Sonic characters are from the current IDW comic book series.
Never heard of it, so
I don't read it. I
either.
heard it's decent, but it's 2 characters from that.
like they announced the characters, and I'm like, how old am I? I never heard of them.
Yep.
I mean, how old are the hills? I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know, but they have eyes. Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse is a 2D Metroidvania, maybe roguelike looking thing. Kind of reminded me of a mix of like Hollow Knight and Dead Cells.
Interesting. That sounds cool.
Great visuals, comes out March 5th, and that one will be on Xbox. Yay.
Yay.
Blaze Blue Entropy Effect X is a 2D action fighter, like brawler beat 'em up kind of thing. Looks really interesting, and it comes out February 12th, and it'll be on Xbox.
Very nice.
Yep. I'm excited. Damon and Baby. This one looks fun.
Okay.
Twin stick shooter action RPG blend, where you're a demon with a flying baby.
Okay.
This one, so far, only confirmed for PlayStation, but it'll be out early next year. Sure, PC too, I don't know. Everything's on PC.
Yeah.
Yoron Makaism. I'm sure I said that wrong. New game from the Disgaea devs in NIS. So you know that's hitting everything but Xbox.
100%. Yeah.
What's up, Fire? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate your support tonight. I appreciate everyone's support tonight. We have a good number of people in the audience. Should we do a giveaway?
We support Joe. We support you better than my bra supports me.
Should we do a giveaway?
Let's finish
As
the
I ignore
Sony
Jacob completely. Okay,
Finish
yeah.
the Sony segment, and then let's do the giveaway. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a Grinch after this bit. Fate Trigger is a hero shooter hitting PlayStation and PC early next year. Hero shooter. Yay.
I mean, somebody likes them, I'm sure, probably. Maybe.
Octopath Traveler
Somebody
Zero has a demo out now.
Woot woot.
And it carries over to the full game.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
I like when demos do that. They should all do that.
Yes. Yes, they should.
That is out December 4th. Marvel Tokon had a segment. They are having a closed beta December 5th through 7th. And they are advertising it as a non-stop beta. 72 straight hours of fighting.
Mm.
Yep, they're
That
saying
sounds
no
rather
breaks. They're
unique.
saying no breaks and no downtime with an asterisk that says unless emergency downtime is necessary.
It will probably be necessary at some point.
So
to
it
be
won't
fair.
happen unless it needs to happen.
So it will inevitably, definitely, probably happen.
Yep. Elden Ring Night Rain getting the Forsaken Hollows DLC in December.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very good. And then the weird part. Sony's making another TV. Like a gaming
What?
TV. Remember when the PS3 was out and they did their 3D gaming monitor?
No, not at all.
It was fucking terrible and it broke constantly. Everyone had issues with the thing.
Are
It
you
was-
speaking from experience?
Yes, I am because I had one.
Oh.
It was a 3D TV that was the active shutter ones. So like each person would have a set and it came with MotorStorm. And the big thing there was that if each person had their own glasses, you had MotorStorm 3D full screen, split screen, if that makes sense. Because of the way it worked, each person's glasses got their own screen of the game. And it was just
Cool.
their screen of the game.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, so
That's
they
interesting.
had two instances of the game basically going at the same time in full screen, alternating back and forth so that both people could play full screen at the same time. It was a great feature. Those TVs broke like crazy. Mine's still sitting in a repair shop in Wilkes-Barre because they never touched it. Then we moved and I don't fucking care.
Fair enough, I guess.
Are they sitting on your money or just like your broken ass TV?
Just a broken ass TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a 27-inch display. I think 240
It's going to be
hertz,
broken constantly.
probably. And it has like a lower down built-in DualSense charging hook.
Huh.
It's basically designed for like a desk setup because they also showed off those pulse wireless speakers. Are again great for a desk setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then one last thing they showed off was a new PS5 model. This time it's a budget model. Only for Japan. Only in Japanese. Kind of like what Nintendo did with the Switch 2 getting a Japanese only local variant for cheaper. PlayStation is now getting. So yeah, that was the Sony show. What do you think?
Sounds like it was a show.
Okay.
I'm aroused.
Does that sound like a show the
You would
Grinch would
be.
be excited about?
I think
Probably.
Oh,
Why do I
and we should
talk?
give the Grinch away.
so. Let's do it.
Give away. It's because you say horrible things, Jacob.
I know.
First winner of the Grinch tonight is retired USAF gamer. You're getting the first
Nice.
copy of the Grinch. What do you think of that?
I'm jealous.
Are you?
Yeah.
Keep entering. You could get another copy.
Ooh.
Some more
Grinch
Sony
woman.
news. New Ratchet and Clank game was announced. Yay! For mobile. Ooh.
Why?
A new Horizon Zero Dawn MMO was announced.
Mm.
Mobile.
Fine, I guess. It's an
PC.
MMO. I don't care about that one.
And
That's
PC, but not
fair.
PlayStation. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But.
Ugh.
PlayStation Plus game catalog was announced for November, and they are getting a nice chunk of games joining the game catalog. A couple returns, which we've seen. Grand Theft Auto 5 is rejoining.
Nice.
They're getting Pacific Drive.
Nice.
Very nice.
Still
Great game.
Wakes the Deep.
Ooh.
That sounds so familiar.
Insurgency Sandstorm.
Eh.
Thank goodness you're here.
Cool.
That sounds familiar.
Talos Principle 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Moto GP 25.
Well, that's a new one, I guess.
Oh,
And
I know. Thank
Monster-
goodness you're here.
Which one's that one then?
Thank goodness you're here is a really weird game I saw Lloyd play, if I remember correctly.
Lloyd. What was that one?
Impaired like Sandstorm.
Okay, Still Wakes the Deep. Yeah, that's been on Game Pass for a while, or was on Game Pass for a while. I played
Yeah.
I
it
thought
on
you would
there.
like that one.
Yeah, that's the one where you're playing as the Irish dude on an oil rig. I fucking loved that game.
And then last one is Monster Jam Showdown.
Oh, okay.
Don't know that one.
The Monster Jam game.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, actually.
Monster trucks.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, now's your time to shine. You reviewed it. Explain it to Aki.
Please don't. Monster Trucks was enough. Now I
Vroom
understand.
vroom
Yeah,
truck, big wheel, crush thing.
Go over
Yeah.
all sorts of different types of terrain.
Oh, no. What?
Feebly
Like
try
dirt.
to do tricks. Ice
Dirt.
and mud. And occasionally
Yeah, when you said
sand.
Monster Jam, I was expecting like
Monster
monsters.
prom,
Yeah, I was expecting something like that.
like ones you
Have
can
you
read slutty
never
romance
heard
novels
your
about.
local radio station play Monster Jam commercials?
No.
Monster Jam this Saturday at the First Union Center, and kid seats are still just $5.
Yeah,
Never heard that.
I haven't heard a commercial on the radio in like over a decade at this point. So
I can only
no.
imagine what kid seats are now, because that's back when I listened to the radio. Kid seats are still just $39.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. PS Premium
Expensive
getting
resolution hearing.
one game. Just one.
Okay.
Damn.
Tomb Raider Anniversary for the PS2.
Eh.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, not everything can be a banger, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
Let's get to some other news bits. Could another Sony published title hit Xbox? That is the question being posed this week, as Shift Up, the devs of Stellar Blade, have stated they're considering additional platform expansions to make the game accessible to more players. Obviously, people are thinking Xbox, Switch 2. Be nice to see both versions happen. So,
You better fucking see it on Xbox.
come on, Sony. You saw how good Helldivers did for you guys.
Mhm.
And we know that Xbox players are giant perverts, so Stellar Blade will work great there.
I mean,
Not that I'm one
if
of
you
those people or
did a
anything.
scientific study based solely on this episode, 75% of Xbox gamers are perverts.
Yeah. And 100% of them still want that fucking game. At least they better if they know what's good for them.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Joe. So going back to like how much monster truck tickets cost.
God.
Child's ticket now costs $12.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible.
How did that get cheaper? What the fuck?
Huh? No, they
No, it used to be like $5.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said $39.99
No,
or something.
that was the
earlier.
joke. That was the joke I made because I don't know how much they are. But now we know.
Oh, okay.
Kid seats are still just $12.
The Buck. The Buck is the local demolition derby motorsports place near my house, actually.
Come see Grave Digger. Speaking of digging
Something
graves,
worth listening.
Red Dead Redemption is coming back, getting a current gen re-release on December 2nd, with the game hitting Series X and S, PS5, Switch 2, mobile, and Netflix.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Netflix games.
I forgot they had a games division.
Yeah, I think it's only
Yeah,
on
everyone does.
computer, isn't it? Or mobile, or
Well, it has to
what's
be on computer. It can't be on anything the hell else.
yeah, it's not on console. I know they don't have them on there. PS5 has crossed 84 million units shipped, and the PS5 has now completely outsold Xbox as a whole.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah,
That I think this is also the first time where they've outsold Nintendo for a month, not in total, but that month they outsold the Nintendo Switch, apparently. Or Switch 2, one or the other.
but there you go, kids. Exclusives matter.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how different the world would be if Don Matrick didn't exist to go TV?
Who and fucking what?
Yeah, I'm a little confused on that one.
The Xbox One reveal.
Oh yeah, I was a PS2 person at that point. I don't even know anything about the Xbox One reveal at all.
Yeah, they put a lot of emphasis on TV, sports, making the one was because it was supposed to be the one machine in your home entertainment center. That's why it was the Xbox One.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
That's why it had the cable input with Snap and One Guide, and as things went on, they're like, oh, let's take all these cool, innovative features and get rid of them.
Yep.
Snap was the greatest, and I miss it.
I do too. But now I have a desk setup where I have multiple monitors,
Yeah.
screens. So,
Jealous.
Don't want to know what Jacob's talking about in chat. If you want to hear more about the Xbox One metacular launch, go listen to episode 15.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
wow.
That's right. 1-5.
So who jumped on the Xbox bandwagon first in those old days?
I think it was still me because I was still the Xbox guy back then. Tim was straight up
Xbox
PC. Chris was just
Fair.
kind of like in the middle, favoring PC.
Fair.
2013, goddamn.
And you were all for this newfangled technology in a console market. Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, Xbox. And then a few weeks later, episode 19 was Xbox 180, where they did the turnaround on like the used game shit.
That was still a good idea, because their ideas were stupid at that point.
Yeah. We had an episode
Best
called
part is
Fuck Lord of the Moon.
It was the best part is about the Xbox rental thing. Like, that wasn't even their idea. It was Sony owned the patent on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. The thing is, Sony was planning on implementing it too, and then once they saw what happened to Microsoft, they're like, no, that's not even, we're not even considering it now.
Yeah, that's the funniest part of the whole situation is Sony was going to do the exact same thing. And then they made the video of handing a disc, and that changed history.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yep.
That video changed the landscape of gaming. Crazy how just one little video could fix or ruin everything for a company.
Yeah. Just like, Sega can do what Nintendo don't.
A mention of Pixel Noir on episode 62.
Okay.
Here's a nice one. Episode 40, 41, 42. The PlayStation episode, the Zobix episode, and Dreamcastin' with Jesus. Those were fun. Because we did an entire show dedicated to PlayStation, talking about PS games and the upcoming PS4 and what we're looking forward to. And then the plan was episode 41 to do an Xbox episode, me, Chris, and Tim. And we had one of our other friends, Amanda, join us that night too. Tim did nothing but shit talk Xbox and say how much better PC is. The entire time.
Sounds like a Steam user. Yep.
He didn't do the same the previous week with PlayStation. He just did it this week with Xbox. And like that wasn't the point of the episode that we were doing. The point was to like talk what we like about the system. And it got to the point where like in the last half hour of the show, I stopped. I didn't say anything else.
Fair.
And once
Very
we were
fair.
done recording, Tim left. Amanda and Chris kept hanging out. And they're like, hey, you want to do this again tomorrow without Tim? And that's kind of when Tim started getting out of the show. Yeah. And that's why when years later he did Onsen Master, he wouldn't come on the show himself to promote his own game. He sent someone else on the show to do it.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Tim,
And that, folks,
bitch.
is why you're not a shitty person, because then you end up becoming too afraid to come on a show to promote your own shit.
Yeah. I want to make it clear. Tim Robinson, not Tim Ekibus. Tim Ekibus, who was on last episode, still a good dude. Still covers games for us every now and then. Shows up when he can. And he'll be at MagFest.
Nice.
Nice. When is MagFest?
January.
Oh, I thought it started in December or something. That's why we took some of December off.
No, we take December off because Christmas is there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, there's something else in that month.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite's last update will be the last update. 343 are done developing for the game and will shift the title into maintenance mode, presumably in preparation for whatever new Halo game with multiplayer will release next year on PlayStation 5.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it did have a very long life for
I like how they said Infinite would be
game.
like the last Halo, and they would just be live service and maintain it until the end of time. And now 5 years later, they're like, yeah, done. Good enough.
Yeah, that's the live service pipeline right there.
Well, in America in 2025, it is the end of the world. So, some good news for Aki. Xbox had a store page pop up accidentally. Whoops. Silent Hill 2 launches November 21st.
Woot. I didn't know we got a date yet. Oh, that's glorious.
Yep. Could change. Still not officially, official announced or real yet.
Don't
so
say that. In my head, it was official a while ago. Don't say that.
Your face is official.
Yes, it is.
Xbox Retro Classics got a batch of new games this week.
Ooh.
And they're all games you could already play on your Xbox. They basically took the games from the Blizzard collection and threw them in here, with Blackthorn getting Super Nintendo and Sega 32X variants, Rock and Roll Racing getting the SNES variant, RPM Racing getting the SNES variant, Lost Vikings 1 and 2 getting the SNES variant, and Lost Vikings 2 also getting the PS1 variant.
Nice.
So there you go. Okay. 7 new games to play in Retro Classics if you still play that.
That's one of those things I keep installed, like Pinball FX. It just, once in a while I just
400 meg. Why wouldn't you?
I know.
Fair enough.
I would do the same to Antstream if I didn't have to get a fucking subscription for it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to spend another $40 for another year of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Fair enough.
Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Anybody interested in this game?
I'm interested in Battlestar Galactica, but not this game.
Like, I'm vaguely interested, but I don't know.
Better get interested real quick, motherfucker.
Well, I know that because it is getting delisted, but
Saturday.
I don't know how much. Oh, word? I thought it was next month.
Nope.
No.
It is getting delisted from all platforms on the 15th, which is Saturday. Grab it if you want it. If you're hearing this on a podcast app or YouTube, you're probably too late. Sorry. Had a few years. Well, I don't think it was a good one. It was like one of the like the RTS tactical ones from Slitherine Studios that do like all those old war RTS games.
It has a 4 out of 5 on the Xbox site.
I'm guessing the people who bought it are like the audience for it. I'm not the audience for it.
I mean, my God. I mean, the thing is that it's just like, first off, there's no sale on it. Second, the cost of the DLC is obscene. Like, the game itself is $30.
Yep.
And then if you're going to get all the DLC, you're spending at least like what? Like, holy shit.
Or so?
Well, you see, the point of those things is to buy them as they come out, so it's not one giant investment on one day right before the game gets delisted for good.
Like, honestly,
not running a sale.
You're going to spend like $60 at least.
Good news for you: the DLC has no achievements.
Yeah, but it's probably got cool shit in it.
Maybe, but you don't need it for achievements. So if that's what you care about, just drop the $30 on the main game.
I'm surprised it's not having a sale.
I don't have the money to buy everything on it. Oh, that sucks. At the same time, I don't know that I care that much because it's a strategy game and I suck at those.
And you have how many games in your backlog anyway?
So fucking many.
And to be fair, you kind of suck at all the games.
No, not all of them.
Well, he's good at Just Dance.
No, I'm not.
I know.
I was about to say, I don't believe that the fuck at all.
I will immediately deny that.
And I gotta say, I always find it weird when people are like, oh, they could have given it a discount before it got delisted. Why? You didn't buy it in the previous decade. Why should they drop it to $2 for you to buy it now that it's going away?
Because it guarantees that they're getting some money out of it. You know, I mean,
Depending on licensing, they might not be able to get money out of it at that price.
I get that. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, there's a lot of games out there where it's like, if they knocked it down to $5, like, you know, during the last week it's going to become available, I'm way more likely to pick that up than some $30 game.
Yeah.
Like, that never went on sale. Like,
oh, I agree. I'd love to see delisted games getting sales. I just don't think we should expect it. I think if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, our game libraries are at the point where we definitely can be like, yeah, I got way too much shit to worry about anyway. Like, rip.
Mine was like that years ago.
Let's see. Next bit of news I have is music related. Do we have a theme song for what could I use for this one?
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Ain't nobody ask you shit.
Yes! I was going to recommend that one.
The Hi-Fi Rush OST is delisted. Gone. This week, unexpectedly.
Interesting.
Yep.
Wait.
No warning on that one at all.
What? Wait.
The soundtrack for Hi-Fi Rush. The soundtrack. Yeah, this is music talk.
Sorry.
Weird.
Because of the...
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Ain't nobody ask you shit.
I'm kind of surprised. I figured any licensing they had for music for that would have been like, as long as we haven't modified it, it's good to be sold. Interesting.
I'm guessing the licensing was done through Microsoft, and now that they have a new owner, they don't have those licenses.
They have to renegotiate everything.
Yeah,
that's actually what I was about to suggest.
They might not even think it's worth it based on like the overall general sales of the game. It didn't light the world on fire. Critics loved it, but it didn't light up the sales charts, and it has like a pretty decent licensed soundtrack in it, including Nine Inch Nails.
In other words, don't expect Hi-Fi Rush to be around too much longer then.
I don't know. The game might be fine. It's just selling the music.
Yeah.
Selling a game and selling music from a game are two way different things. And it's easier to license a song for a game than to license a song to sell the song.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Licensing is like 13 years of doing this show. The one phrase I could always come back to, no matter what interview it is, licensing is hard.
Yeah.
That is like the quote in the video game industry. Licensing is hard, and TTP is a real thing.
TTP?
Who remembers TTP? Quick, who remembers TTP? Anybody?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Me, I definitely don't know what you're talking about.
Bri, do you know what TTP is in the gaming scene?
It sounds familiar, but I can't recall.
Lloyd says he knows TTP. Come on, Lloyd, what's TTP?
We
see what you got.
talked about this recently, too.
Let's see what you got, Lloyd. Come on, what's TTP? Just staring at chat, waiting for time to penis. Correct.
Yes, that's right. We talked about that.
Any game with a user-created element. TTP is how long it takes to get your first dick in the game.
Yep. Yeah.
And the answer is within the hour, I'm sure.
And the funny thing is, like, we have heard that on their own from so many different developers. They have mentioned TTP.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it is a real thing in the gaming industry. TTP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yay, dicks.
I don't remember what interview I think it was Lumo 2 when we were talking with the dev of Lumo 2.
Probably.
We talked about that recently. Yeah.
I don't know. We've talked about that for years. That's always been a thing. I wish I could remember the first episode that came up on. But speaking of interview,
Kirby.
No, we don't interview Kirby's. Speaking of music, and interviews that we've had. We recently had Julian from HrtZ Games on the show talking about Shujinko. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Full 158 track soundtrack will be for sale via Bandcamp, Steam, and the HrtZ Games web store starting tomorrow.
Nice.
February 14th, it will be out. There will also be a physical edition of the soundtrack, which clocks in at 7 discs.
That'd be a lot of disc.
Over 7 hours
Holy
of
shit.
music.
Wow.
Oh,
I was
that's
gonna
nice.
say, I also have a music thing.
Go for it.
Oh my.
Banjo Kazooie soundtrack, double vinyl. It's available now, except it's already sold out.
Oh, so it's not available now.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, I got a double vinyl. So
Nice.
there you go.
People do love collecting the damn vinyls. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Speaking of things people love to do, I love giving away games, and I'm going to give away our other copy of The Grinch.
All right, let's do it.
Giveaway close. Giveaway draw. And the winner of The Grinch, Lloyd, just won himself
Yay.
a copy of The Grinch on
Nice.
Xbox.
Good job, Lloyd.
Yay!
I would say one of my favorite parts of the Grinch game is that it has a narration of the original story and some artwork from the original like pre-production of the book, which I just like as a collector edition kind of concept is like really, really cool to me. And I do that every year to go through my Grinch stuff. So yeah.
Nice.
What next? Chicken Run or Bratz?
Brats.
Either. I want to enter for both.
I go with Bratz.
All right. And we'll get that ready to go. Last bit of news I have is more of a rant. I've been playing a game called Asphalt Legends from Gameloft. I think Bri knows where this is going.
Yes, I do.
It is on Xbox and on the Windows Store, and it is part of, quote unquote, part of Game Pass. It's a free to play game, but you get Game Pass benefits for being a member who plays the game. I played it on Xbox. I get tons of bonuses, multipliers after races, unlimited gas, so I don't have to bother with fucking waiting for things to refill to play. And then I fired it up on my computer, and it had a little bit of a different layout to it, including the ability to watch an ad for a game pack. I was like, whatever, I've got 3 monitors, let me run an ad to get a car part, and then I'll keep playing. Did that, played, had fun. Eventually went back to Xbox. I am locked out of all of my Game Pass features because I watched an ad.
Yeah.
The game,
Fucking what?
the game has now forced me onto the ad version of the game. And if I ever want to refill things or gain the free card packs, I need to do it on the mobile version, and I need to watch ads. Doesn't matter that I'm Game Pass. Do not ever link your Gameloft account to that game.
Eesh.
I emailed Gameloft asking for help. I have not heard back. I have seen other people with the same issue. They said that they contacted Gameloft and they got like 100 tokens out of it. I'm like, are you... that's it? Like, I was honestly ready to like drop the $10 for the season pass, maybe pick up a car pack to get a new vehicle to try out. Like, I was getting into it and enjoying it, and now I can't because I watched an ad one time.
That's...
Yeah.
That
is some bullshit, and you cannot undo it.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeppy. Good times. So, go Gameloft. Aki, what kind of news do you have?
I had one, but I lost it at back when my mom's computer decided to stop working. So I have nothing. Pretty standard for me. So fair.
Proud of you. Bri, what you got?
Pokemon is getting a theme park in Tokyo February of next year. It'll be Tokyo's largest theme park once it's opened. To gain tickets, starting next week, you'll be able to enter a lottery for a chance at buying some. This is their first permanent park. Previous Poke Parks existed in 2005 and 2006 in Japan and Taiwan, respectively, but they were temporary attractions. So this is a full-on Poke Park.
And where is it?
And don't worry, I'm sure they're
Tokyo.
going to... And don't worry, I'm sure they're going to try and make it to where buying a ticket is somehow something that's supposed to be exclusively there so they can try and sue other companies.
Where'd you say it was?
Tokyo.
Pokio. What else you got?
Let's see. Valve announced some hardware this week. They're finally going
they
back
did.
to Steambox.
That slipped my mind completely.
Yeah, which is like a PC console hybrid piece of hardware, and it looks like a GameCube almost in shape and size, or like, half a Series X or so. It's supposedly over 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, and it's their next-gen dream machine, but there's no price yet. They have a new version of the Steam controller available, and they have VR hardware as well. So,
yeah, it's basically an okay computer. So
yeah,
fair enough. They also announced a new VR headset too.
Yes, the new VR hardware, yeah, and set. The frame, I think they called it, and yeah.
So the Steam machine is real. You know what else is a Steam machine? My computer.
I was gonna say you every time you fart in a tub, but
where the steam comes from.
It bubbles.
I am not a steam engine, Aki.
I guess. As for Thember, they mentioned all they have is the Stellar Blade news. We covered that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. And last bit of news I have is some sad news, maybe. Beethoven and Dinosaurs mixtape has been delayed into 2026. Those of you who don't know, they did The Artful Escape, which I loved. Yes. Mixtape has been highly anticipated, I think, for me, and it'll be coming out next year now to make sure that it's good and ready.
Yeah, we talked about that at a few showcases. They've shown that off, and
yeah, and it looks good every time they do.
All right, Jacob, what do you got?
I have 2 things. So Nintendo's anti-Pal World patent has been rejected by the Japan Patent Office, saying that it lacked an innovative step. And there are plenty of other video games out there showing that they use a similar system.
And to further piggyback off of that concept, they're actually looking at some of Nintendo's other patents, because some of them that one is based on are also seem to be faulty, so they're looking into other ones as well.
Yeah. So there's that. And this year's N7 Day, which is the day for Mass Effect fans, and usually they'll reveal what's happening with the next game, or like give us a trailer or something like that. It was a quiet one. No new games were announced. They're still working on Mass Effect 5. However, they did announce that the TV show that's going to happen, it's going to be set after the original trilogy. So we'll get to find out what, Citadel space is like post Mass Effect 3.
If it takes place in Citadel space, anyways.
I mean, why? Yeah, I figure it will.
We can hope they don't pull an Andromeda bullshit with it, but I don't know.
I never played Andromeda.
Andromeda was fine. I thought it was great. I had a grand time with that game. It sucks that none of the storylines continue. Although I think one of the books takes care of one of them. But
It kind of furthers because it turns out Liara basically funded the Andromeda mission, but that's about the furthest any of the storylines continued.
Well, I mean, and that was like a big no duh if you played the game all the way through. But no, like I thought there was a book that like said what happened to the Quarian ship.
It may have, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've read any of that stuff.
Well, anyway, I'm excited about it. So
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Is it live action show or is it going to be animated?
I assume it's live action.
Claymation.
It's actually stick figures.
Yarn.
And it's
like
corn.
I think all of these options would still be better than live action, but
you just say that
I don't know.
Because fucking Chris. God, what? Damn it! I was
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. I was gonna make a Chris Pratt joke, and my mind went to Chris Pine, and I'm like, no, that's the wrong one.
He's handsome and talented.
Yeah, I like Chris Pine. Chris Pratt's just weird, and he got to say fucking a Disney movie.
Fucking A. No, my issue is more so many alien races. I don't trust them to do it well in live action.
So many. There's like 12.
My concern, see, you're worried about them doing it in live action. My concern is them not doing it in live action and the aliens all being CG. I would want to see practical effect alien.
I'd rather just be animated, the whole thing.
I'd rather you be animated.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking awesome.
So I could scribble on you.
I could scribble on you.
Yeah, I don't need the practical effects of them dangling a dead jellyfish around or something.
Why not?
Because it's gross.
Guarantees Phil Tippett gets a job.
All right, what else you got, Jacob?
That's all I got.
That's it?
Yeah.
No more news?
Nah.
Nothing?
Nipply nope.
Nothing?
No, we already said no. Well, Bri didn't say no.
I'm out of news.
Huh. We could give away a copy of Bratz.
Let's do it. I'm crossing my fingers.
Right. Oh, look at Jacob entering for Jordan. So nice. We are not closing it because we have 2 copies to give away. The first copy we're giving away now to give away Carnage. Tons of AFIL updates. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
We sorted that problem already. Congrats to Jacob, who won for Jordan.
Yeah, buddy.
Congrats, Jordan.
There you go. Jordan is getting a copy of
to me.
Bratz.
After all, I have a passion for fashion.
Bad fashion, I'm sure, but sure.
All right. Code sent to Jordan. And we will do another Bratz giveaway in a little bit. But should we dive into reviews for now?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Probably.
Right. First game tonight, Arcade Archives 2 Tokyo Wars, developed and published by HAMSTER, released November 6th, Series X and S, switched to PS5 for $16.99. Tokyo Wars is an arcade shooter released by Namco Limited in 1996. Join the tank unit of the Green Force or the White Force and engage in battle through realistic city streets. Destroy or be destroyed. The war for Tokyo begins now. Jacob, tell us about your time with Tokyo Wars and the Arcade Archives franchise.
Tokyo Wars is an arcade mix of like a driving game and a shooting game where you are in control of a tank and you can be on one of 2 teams, and there are 2 different maps that you can play on. One's like an urban setting and one's like a shipping yard kind of setting. And the 2 teams have like 5 minutes to blast the hell out of each other. And I want to say it's like, or like 50 lives total or something like that. I think there is like a cutoff. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's just you going head to head and you try to kill everyone on the other team. It's like, it's so simple, yet it is so damn satisfying to just like run around, blow up other tanks, grab like the medicine kit to fix like your armor and stuff like that, and then to like just keep going. I don't know. It's just like, don't think, just shoot, and it's a lot of fun. And what the cool thing about the Arcade Archives 2 version is that this has split screen multiplayer. And so you can go head to head with somebody else on it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, this game is a lot of fun. All of these Arcade Archives games, like this, shoot, what was it called? Aquajet?
Yeah.
I think from a couple of weeks ago, like Aquajet, there was like a helicopter one, and of course Ridge Racer, and it's just like all these kind of games. Oh man, these things are so much fun. Like,
yeah, like the mid
this is the
90s
arcade-
Namco games.
Yeah, like these things fucking slap. Like, it is so much fun playing them. And like all the other ones, there's like a time attack version, there's a caravan version, there's also like a high score thing, so you can, you know, try to set records, which I definitely didn't. But yeah, like this one's a ton of fun. Like
what are you doing?
I'm psyched about this. You just drive around and you shoot at the other team.
Like, is it like 10 on 10? Is it 5 on 5?
I believe it's 5 on 5.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, it's 5 on 5. But yeah, like, I mean, my only real complaint about the game, and I felt this way about Aquajet 2, is that it's just like, it kind of sucks that there's only two arenas that you get to do mess with in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, it was 1995, like, but I don't know.
It was an arcade game. It wasn't a home game, so.
I know, but like, still, you figure there could have been like a couple of other arenas to fight in. I don't know. Well,
was it fun to fight though?
Oh hell yeah! This one's super fun.
This is one of those games I wish they could have found a way to like get online working on it.
Oh my god, it would be so amazing.
Oh.
Holy shit. I would love for there to be online on this.
I don't know if there's even any way, like, technically to make these arcade games connect online, but that'd be cool as hell to see. As usual, the Arcade Archives franchise has all the goodies like Time Attack, Original Mode, High Score Mode, Caravan Mode. Arcade Archives 2 is the one with Time Attack Mode and Variable Refresh Rate. I believe the Arcade Archives 1 version of these games is available on Switch and PS4 for $14.99 with a $2.99 upgrade pack. But as this stands, Arcade Archives 2 version for $16.99. I need a verdict.
Absolutely. Oh my god, it's so worth it. It's so much fun. Get it.
This had to be a $2 game at the arcade.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I ever saw one of these. I want to say I did, but yeah, this was absolutely like a $1.25, $2 game.
Like even in the mid 90s, like back when games were a quarter to play, now fucking Doodle Jump is like $19 to play one time. Next up, a pizza delivery. I'll be back. I gotta get that. Developed by Eric Osuna and Dolores Entertainment, published by Dolores Entertainment, released November 7th, Series X and S, Xbox PC, PS5, and normal PC for $13.99. A pizza delivery is a narrative exploration game with puzzle elements focused on connecting with people. Share pizza with charming characters to uncover their stories and your own. Drive and explore a strange, meditative world filled with secrets. Bri and Aki, both of you played this. Who wants to start?
I can.
Go for it.
So yeah, you're a pizza delivery person, and pizza delivery has never been so complicated nor intriguing. You'll need to drive your scooter with your little hot box to deliver your last pizza of the day. The boss gives you some starter tips on the payphone. That's your first clue that this is going to be weird.
Definitely.
About how there's a key under a rock to get out of the field that your pizza store is in. Because your pizza store, it's just in the middle of a field. He also gives you an extra pizza you can share with people that you come across on your journey. And I say journey because it's not just a simulation like driving to our destination via GPS. This is not that kind of game. You don't have to go on time to keep your pizza warm and do it with a smile for a tip. We're just driving long distance through some kind of limbo. It's like a changing liminal space with strange features. Somehow our boss knows where we are at every payphone we come across. And the people here are all struggling with something, and maybe we are too. By stopping and sharing pizza and conversation, we can help move on from the mental space that they're in and also this like limbo that we're stuck in. Along the way, you'll need to collect memories of the objects that you find, like everyday items that remind you of something in your past. That's like what the main character B is dealing with. And then and we don't really find out what that is. You just kind of like leave that up to your interpretation. But there are letters to collect of the inhabitants of the plane that we're in, and also music boxes. And we actually find out what happened to the previous delivery driver if you look hard enough. There are puzzles to solve where you can learn the answers from exploring your surroundings. Sometimes it'll be passwords, other times levers you'll need to find and later use. You need to find keys in secret spots via crouching. And sometimes you'll have a mini game like a skipping game. I can say that word. Other times you'll need to use different tactics to keep your pizza dry because nobody likes a wet pizza. Cold maybe, but never wet. The graphics were interesting. It was a pretty world at the start. You have an almost like Ghibli scene of the pizza place in this vast field of green with wildflowers. Other times the background was dark and institutional. The lighting was well done. There's a surreal quality to the whole game. There's a hallway at one point that's like twisted and there's melting glass to walk through at the end. Pretty trippy. The soundtrack was a moody ambient one. Sometimes it was silence, sometimes it lured you into the scene, and other times it was just relaxing. And it was the standout element of the game for me. Like the audio was done well, from rain effects to howling snow. But yeah, the soundtrack was really good, and I'm gonna see if I can find it somewhere. And now to the kind of bad stuff. I ran into an issue early on where there's a place you need to go where you like squeeze between two walls to get there. And for some reason, the first few times I tried, the game would not let me exit the animation out of the squeeze. And I had to back out and try again.
I had the same problem.
Yeah. Other stuff that was bothersome, like the controls list on the menu being different than what you're told in game. Or showing PlayStation controls instead of Xbox. And the text select going too quick and somehow not quick enough. So I would press the button to continue talking, and then it would double select, and I'd miss out on a dialogue choice. I'm not sure the dialogue choices mattered to the story too much. Oh yeah, and there was some dashboarding at the end of a really frustrating scene.
Oh no.
Yeah. Something else that took me out of the game was a jarring screen distortion when I shifted realms, I guess. It was something that would give almost anyone a seizure. And it felt out of place from the meditative journey I was on, as opposed to what I assume it was its actual purpose in showing us moving into a new space. I don't know if it was a glitch or if it was intentional, but it was pretty bad. It was basically there's a tunnel that you're going between the grassy area in the beginning and like the institutional area, which is like the second area. And it was really bad.
Everything just went black for me.
Yeah, at current, there are 3 broken achievements for story-related quests or collectibles.
No.
I've already emailed the publisher mentioning those issues. You'll need to play through the game twice anyway because there are opposing achievements for taking all calls or none, feeding everyone or nobody pizza.
And they're both very all or nothing style achievements. So if you miss even one, you're fucked and you need another playthrough. And personally, I fucking hate achievements like that. It drives me nuts. 'Cause I will inevitably miss something by accident once, and then I have to play through the entire thing a third time. And 2 is about 1 too many, realistically speaking. I thought otherwise, though. I thought it was really cute. I rather enjoyed it, and the interactions between the character and the main character and other characters was nice. I enjoyed it. I also liked finding some of the journals and stuff where you get to know what other inhabitants have been doing. Was really nice. I rather enjoyed myself. I didn't hit any visual glitches, thank God. Like the transition between the first and second area.
When that happened, I was like, "Whoa, that's not okay."
Yeah, the screen just got dark and went black, and then I was in the next area. So I think it was a visual glitch for you. Thank God.
Yeah.
That probably would have been dangerous for me. Either that, or I completely forgot it because it gave me one or the other. I've enjoyed it for the most part. I did not know there were broken achievements, and that irritates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's a pretty good game. I think it's really cute. I'm for it.
Cool beans. Let's talk price. $13.99. What do you think?
I have a prepared statement with puns. Go ahead, Aki.
Jesus.
God, fucking puns. Jesus Christ. For $13, yeah, this I think that's worth the money. I thought it was really cute. I rather enjoyed it. It was a nice, chill, relaxed game. So yeah, I'm 100% for it. As long as they fix the achievements. If they don't, well, god damn it.
Yeah. For me, I felt the premise was interesting, but it fell a little flat. There were a decent number of bugs or frustrating puzzles I didn't know how to solve to progress. The exploration was moody and intriguing, but it also felt sparse at times, like a little too open, and that made me uncomfortable. I'm guessing that was the point. I think the pizza was a little cold on delivery, and I'm going to give it a try it, because the topping combo on this pizza is still interesting. I feel like this game really had the potential to be better, but it came out half-baked. There you go.
God damn, that was terrible. Oh. You people and your fucking puns, I swear to God.
Next game to talk about. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Next game, Saving Princess of Mars, developed by HrtZ Games, published by Ocean Media, released November 5th on Xbox One and Series X and S for $14.99. Saving Princess of Mars is a stylish action platformer featuring puzzles to solve, tons of enemies to eliminate. Main protagonist is a lumberjack, Jack, from Earth, who surprisingly spawns on Mars, where he's trying to save its princess. Are you ready to help Jack save the Princess of Mars? Maybe the entire planet of Mars? Jacob and Bri, I think both of you covered this. Jacob, start us off. What's going on in Saving Princess of Mars?
Well, Saving Princess of Mars very much feels like a retelling of John Carter of Mars, who is a pulp hero that came out back in, like, I want to say it was like the 1910s, 1920s.
Rice Burroughs. Yeah.
Right. The same guy who did Tarzan. And the first book was actually called A Princess of Mars.
Yep.
And so, so we have not John Carter, who somehow ends up on Mars, discovers that he's got superpowers now, such as really high jumping, and a punch that, can wreck just about anybody. And you've got all sorts of aliens that you have to fight or avoid, because some of them are like traps, and you just will immediately die. It doesn't matter how much life you have left. And then you also have to rescue the princess, and then you actually get to choose between which of the characters you're going to play as for different parts, because there's some stuff that the princess can do that Jack, I think is his name, that Jack could do, and vice versa. So, for instance, she can open up doors, however, she can't fight, which I thought was a pretty interesting choice, seeing as she can definitely fight in the John Carter series. so I was like a little about that. But other than that, like it's a lot of like platforming fun, and I was surprised that there was like an actual plot and dialogue in it. I mean, not actual audio dialogue, but it was pretty fun and pretty zippy, and like some of the stuff made you have to like think about what your next move would be. I liked it. Bri?
So my notes are kind of jumbled here. Let's see. There was a super cool logo for not made by AI at the beginning of the game.
Yes, I
wish I didn't have to wonder about that these days, but that's not always obvious. Like the intro, the prologue, when we meet Jack, has a Monty Python reference. He's singing the Lumberjack song.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm Lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah. So I also liked that there was a good amount of checkpoints to save your progress as you platform through the environment. There's just, as you go back and forth, like that made it a lot easier because I died a lot. It that made it bearable. I liked the gravity
punishing.
thing. Yeah. I like the humor. There's a blacked out scene where you just see dialogue text at the end of the first chapter, and the hero asks the scantily clad princess for a reward for saving her, and it goes to black, and then you'd think it's like sex or something, but then it's like chips and dip.
Yeah, 2 bags.
It was
of
very
chips.
funny.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
there's humor like that throughout the game.
I like the humanity in the writing. It feels like someone like said this. It doesn't feel like it was a prepared, like, here is a written script for our conversation. It's just like, dude, what? Okay. My gripe, though, I have a gripe. They say, for God's sake. God's. There's an apostrophe S there. For God's sake. Like, for God's sake, Dev, you could do that shit right.
No.
I saw it twice. For God's sake.
Yeah. For me, it took a bit to get used to the controls. Punching on X would have felt more natural to me.
Yes.
Pulling back on the stick sometimes made it feel like I hit an invisible wall and I'd bounce back way too hard. Gravity was a little hard to get used to. Sometimes I would stop and the character would keep going. I don't know if that's my controller.
That happened. No, that happened to me too.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
I didn't
but I had fun with this. Yeah.
I wish that when you hit a checkpoint, it would bring your partner.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
at the same time, like the thing is that you cleared out the area as John, so all you just have to do is just bring her forward real quick.
It's annoying to have to switch and then just walk through a clear area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, simplify things, streamline it, make it quicker. I know they advertise just like up to 4 hours of gameplay, which I don't think is bad. I think 4 hours for $15 isn't horrible at all.
Oh.
But they could have easily sped it up by having your character teleport at checkpoints, and it would have made things very convenient for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one. I like this one a lot.
Like, I see your point on that, Joe, about that. But the thing is, I don't know if it made enough of a difference. Like,
no, it's just quality of life. Something that could be improved.
Yeah. No, I mean, because like there's enough save points that, I don't know. It never really felt like it was that hard. One of the things I did like is that if you died, anything that you already took care of, like if it was like a monster that you had already killed, it stayed dead.
Yep.
I did appreciate that.
Or if you got it mostly
jump
killed.
on top. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. If you had like one punch left on it, when you get back there, you only have to do that one punch. I noticed that too. I like that you could jump on things as Jack. That was actually my preferred method of killing things when that was available.
Same. When you could get the handling right, the controlling the jumps has a kind
Take
of
some practice.
Stiff learning curve to it.
Yeah.
But $15. Personally, I like this one. I would give it a hearty try it for $15.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would also give it a try. And I thought that the retro style graphics weren't anything to write home about, but it was cute and it got the point across. Like you're on an alien planet, and that was obvious. I
don't know. I mean, like,
the chapters
also,
were manageable chunks. There was some good stuff going for this.
although I will say, if you are a fan of John Carter of Mars, then this is a buy it. I honestly don't think that there has
fair.
been a John Carter of Mars video game. So yeah, I mean, I had fun playing this, so
I did too.
I'd be cool with spending $15 on it.
And again, the best compliment I can give is that it feels human.
No!
Listen, Matt, you don't have to agree with me, but just because I said something doesn't mean you have to yell at me.
Why?
Raiders, welcome in, everyone. Dementia coming in with a party of 19. You picked a great night to come in because we're giving away tons of outright games tonight. We have a giveaway going on right now for Brats. So get your entries in. We just finished talking about Saving Princess of Mars from Ocean Media, which got a strong recommendation, a highly recommended try it from us. We're going to go on to another Ocean Media game with First Time in Paris, developed by BoomZAP, published by Ocean Media. This one released November 4th on Xbox One and Series X and S for $9.99. Join amateur travel blogger Kate Robinson and her daughter Nicole as they go on their first big business trip to save a Parisian hotel. A new hidden object adventure begins. Kate Robinson is an amateur blogger who's taking her first big job, and it's in Paris. Join her and her daughter as they save the hotel, all while making new friends and new memories in the city of love. Explore lavishly illustrated and animated locations and help Kate save Hotel Hospitality. I don't know, words. First Time Paris. I think everyone played this at least a little. Who wants to start? Good job, Jacob. Start.
I can. Yeah. So, First Time in Paris, which is not the name of a video that you can find on illicit sites.
Totally not.
So
Sponsored
this
by
has this
games.
This has a mother-daughter duo who are travel bloggers, and they go to Paris, and they're trying to save this hotel, and it's a very cliche plot, and the writing is even more cliche. But let's be honest, we're not here for the writing, we're not here for the plot, we're here to find hidden objects, and so that's what you do in this game. Like, thankfully, it lets you magnify stuff to find it.
It did not suck.
Yeah, it was actually good in this one. And then it breaks.
But it
up
does not tell you
variation.
until later that you can zoom, which was a problem for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I just played with all the buttons immediately.
I did not, because I wasn't thinking about it. I needed them at the very
He's not
first
a real
level.
gamer who doesn't just push every button immediately when you start a game.
Exactly.
She just pushes everyone's buttons instead.
Exactly. Those buttons
I
aren't
push
y'all's
every
buttons.
button during a cutscene to see what it does, let alone during the game.
What the hell kind of monster are you? You could accidentally skip the cutscene. The fuck is wrong with you?
But then I find
no.
which button is the one I have to hold to skip it, and then I don't.
That's if you have to hold it.
Anyway, First
Don't
Time in
push
Paris.
the
What's
button.
going on here?
Told you,
has
it's an object game.
It's not just
feel
your
like this
standard.
one- Yeah, go ahead,
It's not just your standard hidden objects either. There's a whole bunch of different formats for it.
Yes.
As you play through the game, you do the main story bits, but there's also little tinier puzzles in between them, and they end up giving you a whole bunch of different types of hidden objects. You know, it starts off the standard one. It tells you what the hell you're looking for, and you go find that bitch. And then as time goes on, they start adding other types to it, where they might be like, they'll give you the word, but the letters are scrambled or it's missing some letters. Eventually they get to where they're just showing you like the outline of the object, stuff like that as well, which is interesting. It made some of them a bitch to do, but it's definitely interesting. There, in lots of these, there's also other scenes that you can get into. For instance, in one of them, you were in a hotel room and you could pick up like a ball of yarn and put it over by this little creation that someone was making, and then you could enter it and find some of the other objects that weren't in the standard world. And there's a lot of different formats of that throughout the game as you play it. So, yeah, there's a little more to the story than what Jacob had, but that is a good gist of it. They're also dealing with, like, the loss of the husband/father figure, and that's another one of the reasons why they came to Paris in the first place, is because that's a place the mom and dad visited and fell in love and all this other stuff, and
Spoilers.
She wants to share this.
I like that this one had a story.
Yeah.
The dialogue that happens between the mother-daughter team and the other characters and stuff was really like interesting, and it gives more reason to be finding things than a lot of other games give you reason to. So I liked that.
There's also little quote-unquote fun facts that you can find in many of the puzzles, which are just these little question marks that you have to find. Mm-hmm. You have to play through the puzzle multiple times, and that could just be like choosing to restart it after you finish it. And it gives you a little random fact, some extra points, and moves. There's 5 in basically all of the major puzzles that you end up having to find, but you have to play through it 5 separate times because only one of them appear at a time. And thankfully, while things move around some, they do have set areas. So if you replay the same puzzle over and over again, it will change a little bit. But like, if you need to find a frog, the frog will always be in the same location. But it isn't always there. Like, if you're not looking for a frog, the frog might or might not be there. So they do change up how the puzzle visually looks, but the objects when within it are always going to be in the same location if those objects appear, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, this one clocks in at $10 from Ocean Media. What do you think of this one?
I'm totally for it. I thought it was a fun little game. I still have a lot to finish it, though.
Honestly, I thought it was one of the better ones that we've reviewed on here as of late.
I agree.
So yeah, I'd be cool with $10.
Very good.
Same.
And big thanks to Ocean Media, who sent us a bunch of codes for Saving Princess of Mars and First Time in Paris and Finding Cats, which we'll talk about next week.
Yeah.
So we are going to be doing 3-pack giveaways.
Awesome.
Does somebody want to win one right now?
Ooh.
No one wants to win one right now.
Trivia time.
Uh-oh.
Which episode did I mention earlier? Which episode number was the Xbox One Meh-tacular?
Oh, I remember that, but I'm not going to say.
I
First
don't
correct
remember.
answer I see in chat. Carnage wins fucking immediately.
Oh, good. I actually knew the right number then. Oh, man. Thanks, Carnage.
Carnage, you don't need these games. You have them all.
Yeah, but he just has to prove that he's smarter than everyone else.
All right, Carnage, what do I do with the 3-pack? Do you want it? I'll just send it to Carnage, I guess. Good stuff.
Scotty just out here to shit on everybody else. Be like, yeah, I'm smarter than all you motherfuckers.
All right, we'll figure that out. But next game to talk about is Static Dread, The Lighthouse. Developed by SolarSuit Games, published by Games Harbor, released November 7th. on Xbox One, Series X and S for $12.99. In the aftermath of a global cataclysm, the harbor authorities reactivated an ancient lighthouse, hoping to keep the seas navigable amidst the growing chaos. A lone keeper is dispatched to the Forsaken Island, tasked with manning the beacon. The fate of passing vessels and the nearby town now rests in his hands. Far away, a wife and daughter wait for his return. Each night, his duties grow more perilous. Mariners report encounters with creatures beyond the reach of science. Ships drift back from distant waters, empty. Their crews vanish without a trace. In the island's fishing village, the locals whisper prayers to sea gods and perform rituals to raise the dead. Will the keeper preserve his sanity, protect those he loves, and guide the vessels entrusted to him through the abyss? Or will he too be lost to the dark tides gathering beneath the surface of the world? Yay. Bri, what's going on in Static Dread, the Lighthouse?
That was a good intro. One of the first things that struck me about this game was that instead of credits, it says authors. And the font on the screen looks like it came out of a typewriter. The northern lights swirl on the screen over the lighthouse. And a musical sea shanty dirge plays with accordion, like tubular bells and a music box. There's other instruments in there, but I was just like, it was all enough to set the stage for me on a feeling I'll try to describe about what this game is. A powerful aurora has surrounded the planet, causing navigation issues, so they reactivated the old lighthouse, and we're chosen to be its keeper. But because of the interference, we can only talk to our wife and child through the shortwave radio. We get 2 days of pay and supplies to get us started from the unnamed courier, and I say unnamed because he specifically says that he has no name that he can say, which is weird. He visits us every couple days, and our boss communicates with us.
Schmidt.
Yeah, through the radio. We're given simple instructions. Keep an eye on the lighthouse, reset it if the rotator jams, fix the antenna if the radio's broken, fix the generator if the power fails. Don't forget to eat and drink, because it keeps you awake at night. Don't work in the dark. Don't fall asleep. That's the gravest of sins for a lighthouse keeper. Other duties include listening to the radio for ships calling for help and guiding them in by map we draw for them. But the aurora has fried the electrics for a lot of stations, so we have to scan. Each night we'll also get a set of daily instructions that start out small and increase as we get the hang of things. Like day 1, we have to guide the ships into a designated port, and if the port isn't on our form, we guide them to a specific port. Pretty simple. We can communicate through the radio by dialing a frequency and selecting check. So you can tune into a specific one, like to talk to your family. But that doesn't mean that they'll be there when you're looking for them, because we work in the middle of the night. Incidentally, this is Outsmouth Lighthouse, as opposed to Innsmouth. And the little nods to Lovecraft are there really early on. If it wasn't yet clear that this is going to be some cosmic horror. The windows all have an eerie green outside them from the aurora. There's strange writings on the walls that we can clean off, and they keep appearing day after day. And there's a mysterious, aura about the lighthouse and the old lighthouse keeper who went mad before disappearing with his family. And we have their journal from 1859 to keep us company and read in our spare time. We get to read once a day. And the radio signals we pick up sometimes are creepy as fuck. This game at its core is a simulation game. Chorecore. But the vibe is something entirely unsettling, and I like it. You just have to do your tasks and keep the lighthouse running. First night has visitors pounding on the door after being warned not to let people in by the company. We learn that we can hide in a locker. I don't know what that's for. I think one night I found, I hallucinated and I saw someone standing in my living room. That was not cool. We find the remnants of old workers here and generally explore and, in our duties. We do get a warning via a static-filled channel and a fax that we should run in the morning and never come back because there's something out there that will eat us alive. We have to keep the lights on because if we don't, things change. The atmosphere feels thick and foreboding, and the screen pulses a little, and the lighting is wrong, and there's static and a music box. And you've got to keep on top of that list to make it through. There are 5 chapters to the game. There's also a good chunk of achievements to this game, 43 to be exact.
Wow.
Yeah. Some settings you can play with for the graphics are film grain, vignette, camera shake, and chromatic aberration. You can invert Y if you need to, and change the sensitivity in the gamepad. Yep. Speaking of graphics, this was delightfully creepy, like a pixel filter over top of the graphics. The colors and lighting I mentioned earlier help set the mood, and they are done oh so well. I highly recommend headphones for the immersion of this. The audio was done really well. The creep factor is great. You've got static and mumble voices for the acting, the voice acting with text to read for different people that you interact with. And at the end of each day, you'll get more of that dirge refrain. It's also when the game appears to save at the end of every day. So yeah, you keep the lights on, you keep the lighthouse running. Don't forget to eat and drink. You have to be on point to draw your maps and get the ship safely to the right harbor. You have to deal with a lot of strange stuff coming across the radio, reports of fish people and strange illness, and the people in the city have started looting and rioting, and the world is going crazy. But we are the beacon in the night to the community as we guide the ships to port and talk to the townspeople who knock on our door.
Very good. $13. What do you think?
This game is neat as hell. I love the horror elements. I love the atmosphere. It wasn't too deep a simulation game. The pacing was good. I have to give this a buy it.
Very nice. Any other thoughts?
No, just go check it out.
Will do.
No
Next
thoughts,
up.
head empty.
Yeah, we know. Next up, Legends BMX, developed by Saga Legends and Firenut Games. Love that name. Published by Firenut Games. Released November 13th, Xbox One, Series X and S for $9.99. Legends BMX is an energetic and exhilarating game made for extreme sports enthusiasts. Ride your BMX through a variety of parks and scenarios designed to let you pull off incredible tricks. Enjoy easy-to-learn mechanics and intuitive controls that provide tons of fun and a wide range of experiences. Reach attainable goals while soaring over ramps and verticals, performing spectacular tricks. Explore multiple parks filled with a variety of ramp surfaces and verticals in semi-realistic environments, and achieve greatness as you rise to the top of the competitive leaderboard. Jacob, I'm guessing you sunk to the bottom of the competitive leaderboard.
No,
How's Legends BMX?
I am a solid 13th place. Thank you very much. And I actually moved up. So, meh. So, Legends BMX. So first off, let's put some of this stuff to bed. If you're expecting like a straight up Tony Hawk, like that kind of style, arcadey vibe, no, that's not quite what we're going with here. It is a simple BMX game that pretty much anyone can pick up and start playing, and you ride around on these various I don't want to call them courses, but like parks. And as you you could just essentially dick around and just do whatever you want. However, you actually earn more points by doing like these like little time trial things, which, or I should say timed trick things. And you're just trying to accumulate as many points as you can within like 50 seconds. And you'll actually earn way more points doing that than just, normal fooling around. And the points are necessary because that's how you unlock, other parks for you to play at. There's only 4. I was a little about, how few there were, but at the same time, I'm also it's fine for what it is. We don't need like 75 different tracks that are all essentially the same thing. There are extra suits and riders that you can unlock. I'm really looking forward to when I hit level 20 because there's a guy in an inflatable T-Rex costume that you can be doing BMX tricks in. It's just there's stuff to unlock in this game, and it's just a really relaxing, chill game. Yeah, I wish the camera was a little bit better, but it's fine for what it is. Like I was having fun. Like this one's going to stay on my Xbox for quite a bit. It's very much pick up and play.
That says a lot with you because you don't have an expansion card.
Yeah, no. Like, oh my god, I had to move so many games over to my external to install a game that I'm playing for next week. Like,
let me guess, Call of Duty.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, that thing's like I think. And I'm doing the bare bones installation. No, I'm doing the bare bones installation. I'm just doing main Call of Duty game, the campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. That's it.
Damn.
Like I'm
it's still 2.5 terabyte.
It's like 100. I think it was like 160 gigs last night.
God. Horizon 5 is still the biggest on my console at like 170 something.
Jeez.
I only have 5 games over 100 gig on my console. So for all the talk of like all the doomsayers of like games are getting massive, they are, but not all of them. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Legends BMX is a $10 game. I think this one sounds like a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. $10. Hell yeah. Hand over your money. Have a fun, chill game.
All right. Well, if you don't want to hand over any money, we could give you a copy of Bratz Rhythm and Style. Should we do that?
Wait, that's not the same thing as Legends BMX.
No, it's not, but it's what I have.
They're not even like close.
You could shut the fuck up now. Giveaway close. Giveaway draw. Congrats to Sir Khaled. Just got a copy of Bratz Rhythm and Style.
Hell yeah.
So congrats to Sir Khaled. And I think because we're reviewing it in a couple of games here, next giveaway we're going to set up is for Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Burping over here. All right, so let me get this code ready to send over to Sir Khaled. Let's move on to the next game. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, Aki, how do you say it?
I have no fucking clue.
I have a theory.
Go for it.
It's a shooter game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Skopje.
That was my
Good
guess.
enough for me.
I scoped ya.
Ah, there you go. Skopje.
That
Nice.
probably isn't it. It is based on the name of a location, but it is better than anything I have. So
I was going to go with Skopje.
It is.
Skopje?
That's what I'm thinking is probably something like
Skopje.
that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Scope G83. They would kick the shit out of us. Can you at least try to say our game name right? Scope G.
No.
All right, next
Skopje,
game,
yeah.
Skopje 83, developed by Dark One, published by PM Studios, released November 7th on Steam for $14.99. Explore a city thrust into disarray by an unknown event and survive the hordes of mutated abominations that lurk at every corner. And a whole bunch of Jacobs around. You'll have to fight through enemies and bosses, scavenge loot, and survive the hostile city. Aki, tell us about your time with this one.
Okay, so this is a third-person shooter/survivor game. You and up to 3 of your friends can join into this world, and you just go around collecting items and upgrading your character, the transport that you have, which is a giant bus, and crafting items. There is a limited amount of storage space for you and the vehicle, which is, as I have found out, entirely dependent on how many people are playing, because fuck you, that's why. And so, that sucks ass. There's also different weapons you can craft and food items, drink items, things like that, because you do have to worry about your tiredness, your hunger, and your thirst in this game. And it runs down real quick. You have 7 full days in order to crash these large beam things that are basically creating a shield around the city. And if you don't, you die, and time basically resets. So, yeah, it's great fun. If you destroy all these things, it apparently allows the military in, and they don't bomb the shit out of the location. So, yeah. While you're doing this, you're crafting different items, as I said, food and drink and stuff, but also weapons, from a standard-ass pipe to a submachine gun and beyond. You do have to find all of these blueprints around, which is a massive pain in the ass, because you never know what blueprint you're going to find. You might find a permanent upgrade blueprint that's like here's defense 4. 4. Oh, okay. Well, the items needed to craft that are 2 things at levels I don't have them. So, and I need to upgrade defense 1, 2, and create the defense upgrades 1, 2, and 3 first. Okay, cool. So this is less than useful. Fine. Which is about half of the current blueprints in my inventory so far. So yay! Fuck my life.
Can you just sell them or something?
No, they are. You get them, and they permanently are added to your thing. So they're not taking up room, thank God. But then they're just sitting there mocking you the entire time because they're little bastards.
You playing out there?
Maybe. The game is really hard because it takes about an hour and a half is how much time you have thereabouts before the game resets. And this isn't a small city. It's a big metropolis, and this is just the first section of it, because there's gates that you have to open because this is a giant walled off city, and you have to find a way to open the other gates even, so you can get into those areas to find these big pillars that you're destroying to let the military in. And it can take some time just traveling around by vehicle. Also, you have a certain amount of energy and damage that the vehicle can take before it is no longer useful. So you have to craft fuel and repair kits as well. So yay, fun, fuck my life, no. And yeah, as I said, all the inventory space is dependent on how many people you're playing with. As I found out,
played with someone.
Yeah, I played with Lloyd first for a little bit, and
I have notes from him actually on this game when you're done talking.
Oh, huh?
So
you have to speak like him.
I don't know if I can. I feel like I would do a really bad job.
Just sound decrepit, you'll be fine. Complain about your hands and knees hurting, you'll be okay. And yeah, so we played and we saw that there was lots of room in our storage, and we were like, okay, we need to find the storage upgrade. We gotta find it because we just cannot fucking... There's just not enough space. And later on, I played some again because I wanted to grab resources for us, because the resources, as long as you store them, they stay in between every playthrough. So I was trying to get stuff and make stuff in order for us to have a better chance in the next one. And I found out, all these spots, if I take something out of it, I now can't put anything there because the spot doesn't exist because I'm playing solo. And I have half the room that I had when there were 2 of us playing. Yay. Fuck my life. Also, anytime you die, including if it, gets to day 8 and you haven't succeeded, any weapon you're carrying disappears. So make sure you store that shit. Because anything that's carried on you is vaporized alongside you. Everything you keep in storage on the bus stays for your next round. So fun. There are 3 major upgrade materials, metal, chems, and I forgot the last one. Oops. Whatever. That you get to pick up, and those stay between them as well. They're all stored on the vehicle immediately when you collect them. Fabric, that's what it is. And yeah. Go ahead and start listing off what Lloyd had to say.
Oh, well, so he actually wrote a good amount here. Nice. Yes, reading for Lloyd. I played this game with Aki. As such, I can't say anything about the driving the bus or crafting. If you were asking why can't you say anything about those parts, then you've never played a game with Aki. I'm sure Aki will have much to say about those parts, which she did, and I can talk about the other parts, though.
Yeah, I don't let other people drive. Everyone else but me sucks at driving. And, yeah.
All right, so the graphics had a cel-shaded quality to them. The animation of enemies was interesting at times, but fit nicely with the graphics and overall aesthetic the devs seemed to be going for. I was playing it on my Steam Deck, and it ran great. The controller worked great out of the box. The only changes I made to the settings were the gameplay preferences. I changed sprint and crouch from hold to toggle. No other changes were needed in my opinion. The loop of the game involves getting on a bus, driving to locations, clearing enemies, and deactivating towers. You have 7 in-game days to do this. On the 8th day, that run ends for reasons. Because of that 7-day limit, runs last a maximum of about 90 minutes. However, towers you deactivate and areas you clear stay that way on future runs. Loot still spawns multiple times within the same area on the same run after you clear all the enemies. Also, upgrades that you do stay from one run to the next, as do the items that are stored within the storage areas of your bus. Items you have on you do not. This led to Aki and I clearing an area of all area over and over times to get all the loot, do a bunch of upgrades, go back and gather the loot again for more upgrades, and make sure everything was stored before that run ended. On the next run, we passed that area to the next and started clearing that, looking for another area with a lot of supplies to do the same thing for another set of upgrades. Upgrades were unlocked by finding blueprints. You should always find them in the right order. As an example, we found blueprint number 4 for what upgrade branch, but we couldn't use it yet because we didn't have the first 3 in that branch, which Aki mentioned. The first 2 areas we explored had the same enemies, but when we got to our 3rd area, we ran into a whole new set of enemy types. I was a lousy shot with the default gun, but I'm a lousy shot in this type of game anyway. However, fairly quickly we got a melee weapon, and I was much better with that. I was chewing through enemies and my health pool without running out of ammo. It did not appear that weapons degraded. In the 3rd area,
do not degrade at all, and he did go through basically all of our stored up med kits in one single run, and we had a ton of them.
In that 3rd area, we were exploring a large building using an elevator to go from floor to floor. We discovered that if you took the elevator to the top floor, which was broken, you fell down the elevator shaft and were stuck there until another player came over and called the elevator back to the ground floor. When the elevator came down, it pushed the stuck player out of the building and freed them. However, there is no way to call the elevator yourself if you are the stuck player, so be careful on this if you're playing solo.
Yeah, I still think that I've gone into multiple buildings with the elevators now, because I played it solo. That's the only building that did it. I am still pretty sure that it just didn't load that floor properly. Lloyd was like, no, it's broken. I don't think it was actually broken. I just don't think it loaded properly.
And one other mention here before his verdict is that all progression stays with the world or save, which belongs only to the host, in this case, Aki. However, achievements popped for both of us, no matter which of us took the action that triggered it.
Yeah, sometimes when you found some certain items or crafted certain items, achievements popped. However, like anything that we stored, any upgrades that we obtained, permanent or otherwise, they're beholden to the host's save. So all of that's only in my game, and he doesn't get access to them unless he finds it himself in his game or comes back into my game, which kind of sucks, but is also kind of understandable just in case you start playing with randoms and they're way the fuck ahead of you or something.
From what I'm seeing, it seems like one of the biggest gripes with this game, at least online, is that everything is basically hidden, and most of the time you spend in the game is just trying to figure out what the fuck you have to do.
Yeah, that is a pretty big problem. Like, I know I'm supposed to turn off these towers, and doing so gives us the choice of upgrade, but we're alerted to where one is, and then we have to find the rest of them in this giant, sprawling, fuck-off size city. Like, we spent more than one full in-game day driving.
Yeah, I like this one review. It just starts off, do you hate fun? Do you hate knowing what to do in games? Do you want to waste hours upon hours looking for needles in haystacks? Do you hate quest logs? Then get ready to question your life choices in Skopje 83.
Yeah, there are some quests that apparently have some map stuff to it, but most of them do not, and a lot of those quests are also considered secret quests, and nothing about them show up on your map ever. It's great fun. So
all right,
great.
Well, it's $15. Need a verdict.
Let's do Lloyd's first.
What he has here is, overall, I had fun playing this with Aki. If you're into roguelite or roguelike, whichever has the permanent upgrades, I'd give this a try it based on what I've played and seen so far. Maybe even a buy it considering it's under 15. If you aren't sure, try the free demo.
I am going to go with a try it. I did generally have fun with it. It has some problems that I think need to be addressed, like just give us more fucking storage. I understand that you want things to be limited, but lots of upgrades don't just use the 3 items that are stored indefinitely, the fabric, metal, and chems. Lots of upgrades also require other items to be obtained. And those are, ones that you have to store to keep, and they're only stored in certain amounts in stacks. So once you reach that stack, that takes up a whole section. So if you're trying to be like, okay, I want to be able to upgrade this stuff, I have all of these different blueprints. I can't upgrade any of them right now because I don't have what's necessary, like upgrade wise in order to do that, but I can get items and store them for future use. Yeah, can't really do that because fuck you, and that bothers me. I would like it if they just unlocked all of the storage space instead of having a certain amount based on how many people you're playing with. Just let me have the whole thing, please. Please just let me have the whole thing. And I think it would be a significantly more fun game. And the amount of time it takes to get anywhere is Jesus Christ. So I have a feeling that in order to actually beat this game, you're going to have to know this entire area inside and out just to reach all of the different pillars that you need to destroy, which is insane. So I think it's a try it at most, and that's about as good as I can get. If they made those changes, I think it would definitely be a buy it, but I don't think they're going to make those kinds of changes.
One of these days I'm going to time how long people go after the verdict with additional reviewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Brooke was good at that. She would go halfway through. It's like, what's the verdict? And then she would review for another 15 minutes. No, we're at the end. You said this stuff already. The inventory. You said the inventory. No. Next game, Before Exit Gas Station, developed and published by Take It Studio, released November 13th, Series X and S and PS5 for $9.99. In Before Exit Gas Station, you must close your workplace at night as a gas station employee. But wait, don't gas stations stay open at night? First off, not all of them. I worked at one that closed at 9. And 2, not in this world, I guess. Your boss is very strict and he loves to save money. When night comes, it means you have to turn off the lights, close the store, and go home. It's a gas station in the middle of nowhere, so why would anyone visit this place after dark? Because it's not Sheets. You're allowed to close gas stations. It's okay. Bri and Jacob, both of you played this. Who wants to start?
I can. This is a spot the anomaly game, but not the spooky kind, unless of course you count that time I saw the boss staring at me from the roof of the building. You are a new gas station employee for an anal retentive boss who will ding you for any infraction. You get a note to help you through your first day. You need to always remember to turn off all the lights, close all the doors, flip the close sign, refill the toilet paper, empty the trash, mop up the spills, and exit through the back door. You don't really get any other instructions beyond that. If you make it 7 days without incident, you get a promotion. If you don't, big time fired. You get 2 warnings and a chance to make it good by repeating your day to make it through your week. Day 1 is easy. It's the bare bones list, and once you complete each task, it crosses them off the list for you, which is really handy. Other days, not so much. Day 2 and beyond are a bit trickier because you don't have that list, and you have a whole host of new things you might have to do to make the store perfect. There might be rotted fruit you have to clean, signage you have to post, extra doors to close, gas pumps not put back, oil spills, boxes out of place in the garage, etc. And then you have to chase off creepy customers that just won't leave when you're trying to close. That part is both
like
relatable
cheats.
and cathartic. Yeah, yeah. Like, it would have been better if I could have just hit them with a bat, but I'll settle for chasing them off until they get in their car and speed off. So yeah, the premise is simple, but it gets more complicated when you realize, like, to notice and remember to do everything possible to keep the boss happy it's hard. I forgot to close a window because I didn't notice them open. There were signs askew, and I missed 1 beer bottle one time. The good news is you kind of learn the possible scenarios as you go, because the boss will tell you on your warning screen what sort of things you were missing and how many things you missed on a day that you can repeat. That's helpful. And it seems like there's only so many scenarios, but I think there's like 4 different endings to this one. So you have to play this one at least as many times to get the full completion.
I could actually give you the numbers because they're in bullet points on the store, which is always helpful.
Oh,
Over 40 story-rich scenarios packed with unique content, 4 different endings, and 6 mysterious bonus episodes.
But yeah, if you
God
played
damn you
before
people.
Exit Supermarket, this is more of the same, and I liked it. If you like anomaly spotting games, this was pretty fun. Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly good at anomaly spotting games, and this one wasn't. I was better at this one than I was at other ones because it felt like it actually took the time to make it really obvious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, shit gets weird pretty quick with it, and yeah, you end up having your boss, like, who looks like this giant titan looking over over the entire gas station. It's a weird game, but yeah, I think there's a lot to like in it.
It's the same boss and the same creepy, like, customer from Supermarket, which I thought was great.
I didn't play it, so
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess the store page asks the question, play through the game again and again to unlock everything and cover the true ending. Are you ready to return home? Bri, for $10,
Yeah.
Are you ready to return home?
Yes. I did notice a little stuttering and frame loss from time to time, but nothing too bad. All in all, this was a great game, and I would give it a buy it.
Jacob?
I'd give it a buy it as well.
I am going to give whoever wrote the store page a deny it, because one of the bullet points says launching with 14 supported languages, full Steam achievements, and controller support. Kind of needs controller support. It's the Xbox version.
Yeah, yeah. True story.
Y'all got to fix you got to, like, proofread your store listings. I saw one earlier mention PS5. Like,
Yeah.
proofread, people. Proofread. At least the game's good, right?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they did proofread it the first time, and then they just copy-pasted it for every other version.
True. I mean, like its predecessor, the game combines roguelike features with logical riddles in unique anomaly detection genre. As for you, Aki. Next game, Let Them Come Onslaught, developed by Tuatara, published by Digital Bandidos, released November 11th, Xbox One, Series X and S, and Xbox PC, PS4, PS5, and normal-ass PC for $7.99. Brace yourself for the explosive action of Let Them Come Onslaught, a fast-paced roguelike shooter where survival means adapting, upgrading, and unleashing devastating firepower. Battle relentless alien swarms across procedurally generated stages, unlocking new weapons and stacking brutal upgrades with every run, whether you're clearing the screen with flamethrowers, orbital strikes, or photon sabers. The power is in your hands. Experiment with different loadouts, refine your strategy, and master the retro-inspired Bullet Heaven loop. With an original synth-driven soundtrack by Cartridge 87 and escalating waves of enemies, this game will push you to the limit. Jacob, tell us about it.
So, Let Them Come is it's a roguelite action
Push you to the
shooter
limit.
game that is pretty much just like, what would it be if Vampire Survivors was more like a Starship Troopers kind of setting, and put on like PS1. And honestly, it ends up being way more satisfying than I thought it was going to be. First off, you have a slightly different camera angle, and it actually appears that there is a plot to this. Interestingly enough, you are a pilot whose ship gets hit. You're flying around on a planet, but some sort of like Cthulhu tentacle comes up and like smacks your ship out of the air. You crash land. You have to look for survivors, gather supplies, and eventually you're just going to try to bomb whatever the hell you can with a nuke, which is going to land in like 20 minutes. And so even if like you quote unquote live to the end, you're not actually going to live. And so you're going to be dying over and over again. But each time you come back, you've hopefully managed to upgrade your weapons.
Halo
your
reached
abilities.
the time loop.
And and then just go back in and kick more ass. The game does have a tendency of throwing not necessarily, I wouldn't call them like mini bosses, but like elites, I guess. It has a tendency of throwing them at like the absolute worst times or ganging them up on you, also at the worst times. And you just end up getting stuck in these swarms and like you're just trying to limp to the next med kit or like the next objective. Honestly, like it's tough, but it's a lot of fun. I wish there was a little bit more guidance in the game because it's like there is supposedly a tutorial, but I don't know that I've ever actually played it. Unless the first time that you play through the game is they're like, yeah, that's your tutorial. Have fun. Like, I don't know. But anyway,
There's just a yes/no question at the start. It's like, do you know what a video game is? Yes. Tutorial skipped. Fuck.
But yeah, like it's a lot of fun. I like it.
Well, it is an $8 game, $7.99 on this one. If you're on Xbox, it's Play Anywhere, so you get it on Xbox and PC. Love when they do that. $8 verdict.
Solid. Yeah, $8. Definitely pick it up.
Very cool. And if you were on the fence, Digital Bandidos hooked us up with extra copies of this as well. So stay tuned to us. It won't be tonight because tonight is Outright Night. In the future, we will have giveaway codes for Let Them Come Onslaught. Doesn't that sound good? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds.
Let them
Sorry, I had already
come.
muted.
I knew you'd come.
I had muted myself because Bri's up next. So
Fantastic.
thank you.
Well, since it is Outright Night, and we're about to talk about cats, why don't we tackle some dogs first with a Paw Patrol giveaway?
Yes. Let's do it.
We think everyone chat ready to win yourself a copy of Paw Patrol. What's the full? I keep forgetting the full name of this one. Rescue Wheels Championship. Such a long name. I'm only so old. I can't remember all these words.
That's why I take notes.
All right, let's give away. Draw. The first copy goes to retired USAF gamer. Gets himself another game tonight. You'll be getting a copy of Paw Patrol in your inbox in just a few moments. But next up, we got Hidden Cats in Rio de Janeiro, developed by Nukearts, published by Silesia Games. Released November 12th, Xbox One, Series X and S, 13th on Switch 1 and 2, PS4 and PS5 for $4.99. Hidden Cats Rio de Janeiro invites you to relax and explore the colorful charm of one of the world's most iconic cities. Start with a peaceful black and white scene and uncover 900 hidden objects, especially cats. Each feline you find helps bring the city to life in vibrant color. Search for sneaky kittens, meet city folks for helpful clues, and discover famous Rio landmarks. Unlock bonus levels like the Carnival, Macarena, and the Botanical Garden. It's a cozy, wholesome adventure, perfect for solo play or enjoying with family and friends. Bri, tell us about your time heading back to Rio de Janeiro to find some kitty cats.
You know, I didn't think I'd be here again so soon, but there are more hidden cats. Hard to top my favorites, being Nukearts' spooky hidden cat games, Town and Village. And this one doesn't top those for me, but it is still awesome. I'm going to quick tell you what this game is, and as if you've never heard me talk about it before.
Never.
Which you probably have, yeah. In this game, you find hidden kittens in hand-drawn art by petting them or clicking on them, at which point they meow. To make it more fun, there are also special cats and people to find. If you find the special cats, you unlock additional levels like the grocery store, botanical bar, and a magical place called Meowing Hill. The beginning is a large scene which colors in sections while you go to it colors in sections while you go to make it easier to find things. I can read. There are 200 kittens, 12 special cats, and 20 people. There's moving parts in the bottom of the screen, like people playing sports and moving cars, all with hidden cats. And as you move around, there will be seemingly random meows that are alerting you that there are kittens near. There are also smaller scenes. You'll need to find 50 to 100 cats at a time and have moving bits to let you know cats are hidden behind. These 6 levels also have a few special people to find in each level. And then you have the most challenging level of all, Carnival, where you have 100 cats and 50 people. You can find 5 at a time. It's in a larger scene that has moving bits with cats hidden as well. I forgot to mention you have a nicely moving cursor. But yeah, it's like 900 cats and people to find and tons of meows and cuteness. And the art is great fun. There's a ton of funny things to see as you search for cats. The music was spirited and fun. There's a dark mode and several colorblind modes if you need them.
Was this the one with pedals?
No.
No.
Nope.
Couldn't remember.
That was Tokyo, I think.
That's right. Well, I was wrong about the price. I said $4.99. It's $3.99. So
yeah. Please go find some cats and buy this.
Still expensive as all get out, but for $4.
Yeah,
verdict.
buy it. Buy it.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming.
Yeah.
If you buy it in the next 2 weeks or so, it is 80 cents off on Xbox and $1 off on the Switch. So save yourself some pennies and get it early and find yourself some cats. Next up, House Fighters Total Mess, developed and published by Revulo Games, released November 7th, Xbox One, Series X and S for $7.99. House Fighters Total Mess is a PvE aerial arcade shooter where toy planes battle in everyday spaces. Weave between furniture, lamps, and engage in fast-paced dogfights in a vibrant, nostalgia-filled world. No complicated controls, just pure, lighthearted aerial chaos. I don't know what the Little Mermaid has to do with this, but Jacob, tell us about House Fighters.
The mermaid?
Ariel.
I hate you.
Good.
So, House Fighters is a simplified flight sim game. That's I I would guess I'd say it's aimed at a younger audience. I mean, my oldest kid is really excited to play this. And he's a big fan of like the Snoopy Red Baron game that came out back on Xbox 360 way back in the day. And this game is a like player versus everyone. There are no allies coming to help you. There is no co-op mode. It's you against everybody. And there is a storyline. And it looks like a house is getting renovated and moved into all at the same time. And or maybe they're packing up. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I think they're moving in. But anywho, this girl has set up some of her toys, and she's going to have the biggest adventure of all time. And there's a bunch of models in this game that are just so wonderfully detailed out of like cardboard art. Like the enemy bases, but also like the airport that you constantly land at to end your missions. But there are all sorts of storyline specific missions that will come in. Like there's one where you have to escape, like, you know, you're pretending that like the whole hallway is exploding and like there's an inordinate amount of cardboard boxes just like flying all over the hallway and you have to fly around in your plane dodging it. And my kids like the fact that even after the cutscene had started, the game was still tossing all these cardboard boxes in the background. I don't know if the devs intended it or not, but we all had a good laugh over it.
Why do I have a feeling that Aki would spend like 32 hours on this game just customizing planes?
Well, you have to play a lot of the game to be able to customize and also choose different planes. So you have to keep playing this game and, you know, get better at it.
Oh no, you have to play a game to play it? How dare
I know. You just can't, like, you know, buy some DLC and own everything.
Scandalous.
Indeed. But yeah, like the controls are simplified, so like they're not the greatest, but think of it along the lines of like not as good Crimson Sky's High Road to Revenge. And it's like you have a really solid plane shooter that has like it shows a lot of imagination with it. I really like this one.
Very good. Well, it is an $8 game. What do you think of that?
Absolutely. Spend that $8. Give the dev your money.
Awesome. Letter grade.
Now,
what would you give this?
I would give it a B+. So
it's not under the C?
You can go F yourself.
Better than having to suck a D, I guess. Next up, Magnetism X, developed and published by Tailhouse Game Studio.
This is the outright episode.
You've said so much worse. You really have. Next up, Magnetism X, developed and published by Tailhouse Game Studio, released October 29th on Series X and S for $4.99. Magnetism is one first-person puzzle with parkour. Use your special suite to manipulate the rooms and make your own path to reach the end of the game. The rooms will test your logic and coordination, and increasing the challenge with each new room you reach. Bri and Aki, both of you covered this one. Aki, start us off. What's Magnetism X?
Okay, this is a puzzle game where you're introduced into a building and you have the power of bullshit and magnets on your side. Mostly bullshit. And you're going around and you're able to pull out pillars with magnetism or shove them back into the wall. You're able to turn walls to a degree, like there's a certain amount of the wall that will turn where a pillar is so that you can shift it around a little bit to get at higher or lower points so you can jump onto it more easily. There ends up being some other mechanics that you get to unlock later on throughout the game, like there's a little thing that pours air out so you can make longer and higher jumps. You're just trying to solve these portal-like puzzles without using portals and using a whole bunch of bullshit instead. There are some issues with the game, as you may have been able to guess from how I've been speaking. One of them is every time you're walking, you move at normal speeds, and that is great. And then you jump, and you're flying all over the fucking place with next to no goddamn control, making every last one of the jumps in this game a gigantic pain in the ass in every fucking way possible, which hasn't made me spend hours on puzzles from missing jumps that I should have been able to make if they had you moving at the correct speed. And I'm totally not salty about that the fuck at all. No, not at all. No.
Tell.
What would ever make you think anything different? And, otherwise, some of these puzzles end up being partially timed, not so, you have to beat the puzzle in a amount of time. It's more like you can activate certain things, and they deactivate after a certain amount of time. And it can be kind of tricky to get in there in that amount of time because it kind of ends up requiring you to play almost but not quite perfectly, but close enough to perfectly that it gets really damn hard. There is some physics-based stuff that you'd expect out of like a Portal game. There's little jump pads that occasionally you find, and unless you're jumping off of something high, your jump starts pretty minor, but the more you land on it, the higher you get. Eventually, you do reach a point where you won't jump any higher. But when you end up hitting that from somewhere high up, and then you have to instead build it up, it really sucks a lot of the fun out of the game, because then you're sitting there for like 20, 30 seconds, just slowly building up the height that you need to get across to the next area. Whereas if you would have just hit that marker correctly, you would have immediately gotten to the other side.
But it is hard to hit those markers at times because the jumping is questionable.
Yeah. Because it's very floaty and fast. And it totally didn't piss me off at all. No, never. Bri, you talk. Okay. There's too many expletives.
Let me hit my highlights of my notes here. In some ways, this reminded me of Cube or even Portal. When you jump on your new box platforms that you've pulled out of the wall, or jump on rappelling plates to launch you across huge stretches of room, they also have electrified spikes on them, so you can't like accidentally miss. You have to hit these little like boxes with the jump pads in them and stuff like that. You may also need to get little like cubes to deposit them in a receptacle to open doors. You can turn on light bridges and generally parkour your way across rooms. I felt like the game got hard fast, but part of that was the controls weren't as tight, like jumping specifically. You can die all you want, and it'll restart you at the last checkpoint in the level that you're on. It will potentially reset some of your setup, though, and the only thing I can say is get good. Graphics-wise, it was decent looking and simple, but then we're talking about an industrial testing center, so as a setting, so I don't know that it needed to look any fancier. It was first person. Let's see. The music and audio was pretty good, but sadly the music tracks only seemed to play when you entered a new room. Like it would play once, but not on a loop. So if you sucked at the parkour and it was taking a lot of tries, and time to complete the level, you were mostly doing it in silence. It was kind of weird. And besides the jumping, I had issues with the green launch pads not working as intended. I would hit them.
Yeah, they sucked.
Yeah, eventually I got into a rhythm with them, but in the beginning I felt like I failed 9 times out of 10. And the jumps, as Aki has mentioned, and I already mentioned, took a bit to get used to.
I never fully got used to it. I missed so many fucking jumps the entire goddamn time.
I started to get into a rhythm eventually. Like it really took some tries. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a $5 game. What do you think?
Fuck no.
I actually liked it enough that like I think if you like games like Cube or Portal, this might be a decent budget title to scratch that itch, but the challenge level and the less than ideal controls give me some pause. So I'm going to give it a fuck it, why not? Because I think the price is great and I did have fun bouncing around once I started to get the controls down.
Yeah, I'm going with a complete deny it.
Fair.
Yeah, no. This is one of 2 puzzle games that may have made me hate puzzle games. It's this and Superliminal. Those are the only 2 puzzle games I've ever played. And I've been like, I fucking hate puzzle games now.
Oh, see, and I love Superliminal. Yeah. Oh. I love that game. I just didn't like the speed run that they added to the achievements.
Oh, fuck my life. I didn't even beat the main game. God damn it.
I got Aki has to curse as much as possible leading up to Kids Corner.
Oh, yep.
Yay.
Yeah, well, you can.
No, don't get any more out. Because we are going to Kids Corner!
Kids Corner! With Jacob and friends!
Final game tonight on our Outright episode is from Outright Games, Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship. Developed by 3D Clouds, published by Outright Games. We are ambassadors. They've been taking care of us and you all night. Released October 31st, Xbox One, Series and PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC for $39.99. Boom! The Rescue Wheels crew is revved up and ready to race. Joins Chase, Sky, Marshall, Rubble, Zuma, Rocky, and Roxy in epic races across Adventure Bay and beyond. You can even cause mischief with Boomer and Frank or Mayor Humdinger. Pick your pup racer, each with unique skills like launching tennis balls or spinning out rivals. Master drifting, turbo boosts, and epic signature stunts to rule the dirt roads. Play solo or challenge friends in multiplayer. Every racer can be a champion. Except Jacob. Grab your best pup pals and let's rocks and roll. Get it? Rocks and roll.
I guess you're really going to have to chase after that pun, aren't you?
Jacob, tell us about it.
So, in this Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels game, pretty much this time we're racing around in monster trucks instead of little tiny cars. So this is, I believe it's based on one of those specials or offshoots or whatever toy line that they had come out with that year. My youngest he's almost done with Paw Patrol, so it feels kind of weird because in this game, there's a couple of pups that I don't recognize because my kid kind of stopped watching it, or at least stopped watching it around me. And so, yeah, I don't know, as a parent, this feels weird, but, so you have a bunch of characters that you can play as, and you have to play through more stuff to unlock various decorations, eventually other racers, because Mayor Humdinger isn't available at the very beginning. And the courses are nothing to write home about. They're passable. It's standard for a kid's racing game. But at the same time, I mean, they do provide some challenge to at least keep your kids on their toes. But the AI doesn't do too much of a, trying to make the AI doesn't rubber band too much. You're still going to win pretty easily. And on the off chance that you don't win for whatever, you could just repeat the race and the AI more or less lets you win the next time.
So that's how you beat the game?
I haven't beaten it yet. Not 100%ed it yet. What? Don't judge me.
I am.
I know. Anyway, so each of the pups has a special ability that as you build up your energy, you can use that to help either block incoming attacks or move up as you take other people down. It is, It's kind of hit or miss, but like you help build up your energy by doing stunts, which we've been able to do in like other games released by Outright. But what I was really excited for with this game is that I could finally remap the controls.
Yay!
Yeah. That is a yay. That's the thing that Sausage Figures has been complaining about since the beginning of me being of an Outright brand ambassador.
That is true. You have whined about that quite a bit.
Yeah, like every single racing game that they've ever released, I've begged for them to make it so you can remap the controls, because otherwise my hands cramp up really easily. And so I was really excited to see that you can remap the controls, but the problem is that once you do, the game does not recognize when you want to do stunts anymore, which is a specific button press. And so you either have to go back to the original control setting, or you're just not going to do stunts and you're not going to get as many stars and build up as much stuff. I did notify Outright about it. They're looking into it. So that was a little disappointing, but all in all, like I like myself and my youngest kid, like we both like this game. It's fun. You could do 4-player split screen, so your entire family can get together and play. And it's good fun. I just wish that the remapping completely worked.
All right. Any other thoughts on it?
Not really. I mean,
Bri, have you played this one at all?
I played a little bit of this on stream a week ago, last Friday, I think. I had a pretty good time with it. I thought the AI was pretty generous in helping you win, like the few times that I was doing poorly. And, some of that, like heart shenanigans that occur with the different, bubbles and things that people can do to you when you've got the special for it, messed me up, and I almost didn't win, there. But the AI like really let me go there. Yeah.
I accidentally played a song for like 2 seconds because I don't know how to click on things.
Okay. I also liked this one, similar to a previous Paw Patrol racing game, I believe, has not an auto drive exactly, but like it'll hold down that button for you, the acceleration, so that if you have small hands and you're younger, this is more accessible. And there's also an auto tricks button or stunts button that you can select at the beginning of the race, so that you don't have to keep holding that button and hurt yourself, which I did the auto stunts. I thought that was a good way to go. But yeah, I had a fun time with it.
The auto stunts, I mean, yeah, you can, but it's just like I don't know. I found it ended up becoming more of a distraction than anything, just because you're just automatically, I mean, it's in the name. You're automatically doing stunts, and so you're just stunning essentially the whole way across the map.
But I got all those bonuses, so yeah.
As a kid, I don't know. As a kid, I could see kids having fun with that. I did not.
Yeah, I just think it's an accessibility issue.
I'm a 40-year-old man who takes his Paw Patrol games seriously.
Jacob was all angry, like.
Exactly.
Yeah. $40. What do you two think about Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship?
If you've got a kid that's into Paw Patrol, then yeah, $40, I'd say it's worth it.
I agree.
If you're just going for the achievements, then wait for a sale.
Very good.
Yeah, I thought this was fun. Go for it.
Or if you're hanging out in our chat, you could win a copy right about now. What do you think of that? Should we end the show with one more Paw Patrol winner?
I think so.
Sure.
Let's do this giveaway draw. Congrats to Trash Rando. You just got yourself a copy of Paw Patrol. Yay.
Yay!
Big thanks to Outright for being, I guess, our giveaway sponsor of the night. Big thanks to them for allowing us to be part of their ambassador program for the past number of years. We love checking out their games and making them a part of our show. I love that they entrust such an awful, vulgar show to do kids reviews, and that we kind of do okay with it.
Yo, we are 3 years running.
And I've only had to bleep you like
that?
once.
Yeah, that was by accident.
Yeah. So, with that, the end of the show. And I'm going to take final words tonight. Hug your kitty cats, hug your pets. And I'll miss you, Coco. You're a good baby.
Shouldn't I believe the same